Hello, hello. At this rate, we should be done by 2026. Yeah. Speaking of which, what that's in reference to is what we're doing right now. Me and I'm Alaric, and this is
Hello. Perfect
my
intro.
my
Hashtag
GF.
professional once again.
I am professionally unprofessional, and this is still the same recording session as the last video. So keep in mind, we do very big recording sessions of this. This being Homestuck. When we left off, we got to the end of Act 3.
Meaning we're now on to the beginning of Act 4.
But first, we gotta go to the blog of Dave Strider.
Which you didn't tell me how to get to, so I don't
Oh,
know how.
yeah, click the little plus thing at the top and scroll down, and there's, it's right next to Sweet Bro and Hello Jeff and below the
Wow.
music.
Okay. See it. Oh, I don't know if I want to read this.
What is this? Oh, it's Dave Strider. Dave Strider is his older brother. No, it is Dave. It's just Dave, duh.
It's just Dave. It's just Dorky Dave.
God, this series was only being recorded in 2010. I say only, that was a decade ago, but also, this feels so much older than that, because here's the thing, I never read Homestuck when it was being made. I never engaged with it. So for me, it always felt like one of those, like, elder gods of the internet, so to speak. Like, it felt like an early 2000s thing to me, especially with how the fandom always appeared. But I guess you could probably say the same thing about MLP, and that was around 2010. I feel like the 2010 and the 2000s all sort of, like, the entire, like, decade has there really is a tone to the decade of 2000 to 2010, and that is, like, the hashtag also random mentality.
Yeah.
Like how the 80s was defined by disco, and the 90s was defined by punk. The 2010
Oh.
was defined by, like, God, what's it called? Like, those, like, something girls, not emo, but another word. There's a word for it. The
I don't
girls that
know.
are like kind of emo but more colorful. Yeah, Tatalia, Homestuck, Danganronpa. I
Listen,
would 100% add My Little Pony into there.
I used to be a goth girl that read Homestuck and may or may not be wearing like Homestuck troll shirts to school. Like, mm,
This is why I love
mm,
you.
2010. Damn.
Mm. Scene, that's the word. The 2000 to 2010 was scene. You know, we had disco, punk, and scene. And before disco during the 70s was like new wave hippies.
Oh my god.
Cool email skate. He was a skater boy. I said, see you later, boy.
Okay, so apparently this block starts bottom to top.
Oh, so we
So
gotta go
yeah,
to all the way to the bottom.
I guess. And this is all Dave,
Hang
so
on.
hello, it's me, baby. It's
Hang
Dave. This
on.
is my cool
So,
blog. Welcome to my blog.
hold on a second. Where do we wanna... Sweet Bro and Hello Jeff, MS... I don't think they had actually revealed that he was the maker of Sweet Boy and Hello Jeff till that exact moment.
No, he does. As far as I remember, he describes it when he's talking about interests, like about the interests of Dave.
Wait,
That he
so
makes a
I want to click the
comment.
reverse post order button. So the
Wait,
first
is that a
post should
thing?
be this one, right?
Oh, there we go.
Do I have it organized right, chat?
I think so. The one is I watched Bruce Almighty recently.
Yeah, okay. Bruce Almighty's a fucking amazing movie. Have you seen it, Arm?
I think I have, but it's been years since.
It's the one that God, I always blank on his name. The guy who played Eggman. See,
Danny DeVito? No,
no.
Jim Carrey.
My brain always I'm autistic. I mix up names and faces all the time. Jim Carrey and Johnny Depp. I always mix up their names for some reason. The comic was only up to January 14th in real time, so stop there. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So, should I?
Yeah, you go ahead and start reading because it's your character.
January 4th. I watched Bruce Almighty recently. This was my
January
favorite part of the
7th.
movie. Sorry. Bruce is talking to Morgan Freeman because he can't make Jennifer Aniston fall in love with him for some mind-boggling reason. She'll take me back, right? Would you take you back? How do you make someone love you without affecting free will? Welcome to my world, son. You come up with an answer that one, you let me know. This is where we all start jerking off. Here if you're interested.
Bruce Almighty is such a good. For those who don't know, the premise of the movie is God wants to go on vacation, so he picks some random weatherman, played by Jim Carrey, to take up the role of God for him. And over the course of a few weeks, he slowly gets more and more God powers. It's like it's drip fed to him so that he doesn't go all out and like blow his God load immediately before he understands repercussions. And it's so fucking good. And then there's a horrible sequel. Here, if you're... Oh god, that opened up an actual internet tab.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, volunteering at your local church. Thank you, Dave.
Yeah, it opens up a Google search of volunteering at your local church.
Anyway.
Oh, that's really funny.
Why would anyone go to SeaWorld? You see a bunch of fat, wet animals, and then you go home. Who gives a crap? I have fat, wet animals at home. It's called your mom.
Ah! Fuck SeaWorld, it's borderline animal abuse. Anyway. Tony Hawk!
No, not the game, just the guy. I've never played any Tony Hawk game. I've never met Tony Hawk either. I'll just go by mostly photos of him. Tony. Look at this goofy motherfucker. It looks like Kevin Sorbo had a savage face collision with James Woods.
Somebody please send this to Tony Hawk. Please. Carry on.
Oh, the poor guy has to suffer enough already.
I love Tony Hawk, and I love how much he's embraced the meme. God, hang on, I want to say one of my favorite Tumblr posts I've seen. My brother asked me, why did you Google volunteer at your local church? That's wicked funny. But, one of my favorite Tumblr posts is somebody's like, concept. A post-apocalyptic society similar to the Kings in Fallout New Vegas. So, for those who don't know, the Kings are a group of people who religiously worship Elvis Presley and try and look like him. And it says, but instead of Elvis Presley, it's Tony Hawk. And the main center of their religion is that Tony Hawk is nobody. Tony Hawk is everybody. No one can tell who Tony Hawk is. And it consists of them reading his many ridiculous tweets. And then somebody responds, bonus point, Tony Hawk is a member of them and nobody knows it.
Wonderful.
Tony Hawk's kid does Hyper Pop. There's one, Half of Food House, who are mostly known as Monster. Yeah, God, there's a wicked funny TikTok that went viral where it's one of Tony Hawk's kids. But you don't necessarily know that immediately. And it's like, it's playing the song Skater, or no, she's singing the song Skater Boy. And like, as she's doing it, the camera pans over, and then she throws the skateboard to him and he does a trick. And all the comments are everybody like, my fucking god, I just experienced, it's Tony Hawk, or I just experienced the Perry Platypus effect in real time. Where the camera panned over, I'm like, cool, is it like her dad or something? And then he gets a skateboard and I go, oh my god, it's fucking Tony Hawk. And then people just being like, it's both actually.
Stop doing what you're doing there.
Oh, what? It was fidget toy being picked up.
Yeah, it makes noise.
Sorry. I like fidgeting with things. Anyway, sorry, continue.
Alright, so, face collision with James Woods. Note that I didn't say they had a love child. People who use that phrase are fucking assholes. You would never get the idea he makes a ton of dough scooting around a wheel-up piece of wood made for little boys. Hey, haggard dude. Yeah, you with the goonish facial proportions. Can you go nab me some sick air? And while you're up there, why don't you find a real job? Skateboards haven't been asserted as legitimately cool since probably Michael J. Fox outmaneuvered Biff in the 50s and fed him a world cow shit, I think to prevent himself from fucking his own mom. That and Bart Simpson. But Bart Simpson was never cool. No one ever actually thought he was cool, even in the thick of their early 90s delirium. He never actually said anything clever, and now that I think about it, he was vaguely effeminate, which would be fine, I guess, but it betrayed his wafer-thin, eat-my-shorts attitude. Maybe 20 years of having your lines delivered by a woman will make that happen.
There's nothing wrong with being an effeminate boy. Fuck you, Dave.
He said, wearing the cute cat hoodie I got him.
It's not cat ears, it's imp ears.
Seriously, even the idiots in the 90s weren't really sure what eat my shorts meant. It's like they weren't aware it was a stupid thing to say on some level, albeit dimly, and let some shitty characterization slide because it was a funny show. Dear Matt Groening, make a cool kid means more than hating school and dishing out mediocre sass over the span of 7 presidential terms. I don't know, this character is so old. Already, maybe I should start ripping Jughead a new asshole and maybe little Abner while I'm at it. What the fuck am I even doing?
So I'm gonna
Then
throw out. I think he's missing the point. Bart was never meant to actually be cool. He was meant to be a parody of a cool kid. That was the intent all along. But then people actually found him cool because Matt Groening writes really good.
Also,
I
sorry
still.
if my reading is going down the drain. I will admit something here that people might hate me for. I'm a user of light mode. Dark mode fucks with my eyes, and the white lines have ingrained themselves in my eye holes.
You sociopath.
Ugh.
Also, man, I still need to make you watch Futurama with me, Arm. She's never watched Futurama.
I have, in parts.
Yeah, I want to watch it through with you because there's so many subtle long-term jokes in that show. I'd honestly say 2 of the best written shows out, or the 3 best written shows I've ever seen are Futurama, Westworld, and BoJack Horseman. Those are 3 of the best shows I've ever seen. I've still not watched the BoJack Horseman finale because I'm afraid to. Everybody's telling me to, and I'm like, I will, but I'm scared of what happens because that show makes me cry too much.
Should I
JoJo.
continue reading?
I've
or
never
like...
watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I want to one day, but I've made a decision about JoJo. I'm gonna wait till I have a web camera, and then I'm going to do a series of Let's Watch, where it's just the actual footage is just me sitting on the couch, and I'll be like, okay, we're watching this show on this streaming service. Let's hit play in 3, 2, 1, play. That way everyone can sync up with me, and it's basically like you're sitting on the couch with me watching with me. But I'm not actually showing the footage or playing the audio, so I can't get sued. And that's how I will watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, so I can lose my shit with all of you.
I hope that by the time you have the budget to put an iPad next to you that's just displaying your Twitch chat.
I mean, the Twitch chat will be displaying on the stream.
I know, but like it's like they're sitting there. They're like on the couch with you dummy.
God, I'll set up an iPad with like a face where like chat can put in commands to change its expression. That's what I'll do.
Alright, anyway, where were we? Right, fuck,
Yeah,
I'm
sorry.
doing that.
So many tangents.
Then I think for approximation 2 years in the 90s, people thought rollerblades were cool. I was one of those kids. I had them, and I fell on my ass, and I fucking scraped my face. Anyway. And then someone splashed a pitcher of cold piss in all our faces and woke us the fuck up from the nightmare. A guy lumbering around on roller skates made it look like someone who fucked with a Frankenstein's shoes in his sleep as a practical joke.
You know what's way cooler than rollerblades? Heelys.
If you're wearing rollerblades, you might as well shuffle down the pawn shop and fork over your dick, cause just became so frightening to women, they'll start handing out pink ribbons en masse to promote your awareness. Basically, anybody who gets bent out of shape about anything that has wheels needs to be whipped briskly across the cheek with the wishbone of a huge flightless bird. I hate this. This makes me hate Dave. I wish I hadn't read these.
Dave's kind of an asshole. I felt that the whole time.
But I think this is the last one because next one is already February 17th, and I think chat said
no further than 14th. Hang on, I think. Let me scroll up and find it. Unless chat just says the time again before I find it. Where's the timestamp? January 14th. We can't read past January 14th.
So that is it. Because it stops at January 7th and then goes to...
So can we read January 14th? You can carry on reading this one while I wait for an answer.
Huh?
Yeah, let's keep reading. Hang on. Oh yeah, the next one's up to February. So yeah, let's finish the Tony Hawk one.
I'm done.
It's done. You finished it? Oh my god, wait, really? Holy shit.
Yeah.
God, also
this
those fucking
piece of shit.
Deep fried images.
Beans.
Yeah, so I'll keep an eye out. When we see February 17th appear in the corner, we'll hop on to the next one. Oh god, what number month is February?
Second?
Okay. Also, hang on, Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff. Where were we?
I have to admit, I'm kind of itching to go with the actual story, not Dave's bullcrap. This was
Sorry,
already long enough.
I just wanted to see when the next Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff goes live. Do they not have dates on the Sweet Bros and Hella Jeffs? They don't. There's no dates placed on these, so I can't quickly identify when we need to read next. Oh my god, Sweet Boy and Hella Jeff has always had Tony Hawk at the bottom of it, and I never thought about that. Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff. Alright, we'll close that for now. Anyway, now that 15-minute diversion is done, god, that was half the episode.
That was awful.
I loved it. Let's get into let's get to the intermission of Act 3. Ooh, that's very cool looking. God, what's the name of the author again?
Hussey? Andrew Hussey?
Andrew Hussey. Andrew Hussey makes very good, like, he's how do I want to put this? Like, designs of things. The way he does the sun and the moon here and on everything. This weird gear clock thing. The visuals of his stuff is very good. Art direction, that's the word, thank you. Yeah, he's like, I can understand why this got as popular as it did. I need to stop letting reputations of fandoms stop me from watching things. Because, like, I did the same thing with My Little Pony for a long time, and then it became one of my favorite shows of all time. I know it's not going to say it's one of the most well-written shows of all time, but I love I love My Little Pony, I mean. It made me feel soft and cozy whenever I was watching really depressing shows at the same time.
Anyway, Brian, I'm looking at this green piece of shit house and I'm fearing that this intermission will drive me insane.
Equals greater than. Interactive? Is that what the I means?
I don't know. Oh, it's intermission, that's what it stands for.
Do you want me to read this dialogue, or you?
I'm okay either way.
You go ahead, because I'm lazy.
Alright. Your name is Spades Slick. You're the leader of a notoriously vicious gang of mobsters called the Midnight Crew. A rival gang known as the Felt recently knocked over one of your favorite casinos. Your long quest of revenge has finally taken you through the front door of the mansion belonging to their loathsome boss, Lord English. Your subordinates, Clubs Deuce, Diamonds Droog, Heart Boxcards have been dispatching to various locations throughout the mansions to begin carrying out your mission. Your objective is to locate and crack English's secret vault and plunder its mysteries. That's the business end of it. The pleasure will be painting his ugly house red with the blood of those miserable green motherfuckers. God, I hate this intermission. I hate it. Have we ever had anything with the Felt before?
Nope.
God damn it! Okay, I'm getting PTSD from this. Let's go.
Slick. Inspect the timekeeping devices. Inspecting is just kicking it. I'm having fucking flashbacks to what's the name of that game? I'm blanking on the name of one of my favorite games. Control. I'm having Control flashbacks. Anybody who's played that game knows what I mean.
I need to... Chat, are you fucking serious that this is the best part of Homestuck, or is that seeping sarcasm? Anyway, stupid gang and their lousy obsession with clocks. The sooner all these idiots stop being alive, the better. You wonder where they are. It's awfully quiet in the mansion. Sans all the dreadful ticking.
They actually like it.
Oh,
also,
no.
I'm gonna zoom out slightly more so that the... actually, no, I'm gonna keep it that level of zoom. Slick. Capture log the carriage clock.
You obviously have no idea what that means. If it's some smartest way of saying to pick it up, forget it. You're already carrying an item. It is your trusty deck of cards.
And he's got... I love how two of the cards are weapons. Slick. Build fort with the clocks.
You have an idea that is so much better. Clocks destroyed 4 out of 1,000.
Ooh, are we here until all 1,000 have been destroyed? Man, my brain just went off on a thought. If you actually did make a video game that was true to the style of Homestuck, it would be super awesome if what you could do. So you're playing the normal game of like, oh, jumping. Here's how I would design it. You design 4 characters that are the stand-in, your OC stand-ins of the 4 protagonists, all in their own environment. You know, basically, each of them in the houses of their respective characters. And you control them in a point-and-click adventure style, but you can then hit a button, or eventually, when you unlock the base building mode, you can hit a button to activate that, so long as that character it was left at their computer the last time you had them. You get what I mean?
I think so.
So, like, you're playing as John, and if you left the Rose at her computer, you can have Rose begin building. But when you have a character at the computer, you can also click on MS Paint Adventures, and that brings you to Spade Slick's adventure, and you can do it. And you would totally make burning 1,000 clocks like a side achievement that the player can do. Sorry. The author was planning a Midnight Crew point-and-click game in the summer of 2009, but it never came to fruition. Aww.
I hate the Midnight Crew. Let's fucking hurry. I hate this thing.
Spade Slick, check for traps under the billiards rug. What the fuck?
What is under the rug is much worse than any trap you can imagine. It is a member of a species that you do not recognize, with a ghastly furred upper lip.
That's not a trap. In order to be a trap, they need to be wearing a dress. And by the way, I'm sorry, I know a lot of people consider trap to be sort of a slur, but I don't know. I don't mind the term myself. Homestuck was going to have, an actual playable comic throughout. If you go to the homepage and click the Homestuck beta. Yeah, I know, trap's not an okay term. Anyway, equals greater than.
You cover the unsightly individual back up and try to forget it ever existed.
Slicks. Play 52 pickup.
I hate this. Hussy!
Mm-hmm.
I would need a deck of cards to play that Inferno game. Fortunately, all you have is your war chest, which you deploy on the floor.
I'm sorry, what the fuck? Huh? But it said it was his trusty deck of cards. Also, his weapon loadout keeps changing.
Open the fucking war chest, let's go.
Slicks, open the war chest.
There we go. There it is, open.
Shuffle the contents of the war chest.
Rummage around. It's no unusual assortment of belongings, and nothing any mobster worth his salt would be caught plotting or scheming without. Certainly nothing eyebrow-raising. Bunch of blades, some playing cards, and a variety of other miscellaneous stuff. Also, your vendetta itinerary, and your heist map.
Hang on. Hey, you wanna know something fun? A deck of cards, right? Which would have added more chances for interactivity. 4 suits of 13 cards each. Hold on. Sorry, I'm reading. It wasn't that it was going to be entirely playable. It was going to be entirely made up of Flash instead of Photoshop. All the Flash files instead of most GIFs. And if you... Talking about the game... They're talking about the game that was going to be made. Okay. Slick. Scavenge war chest for fancy headwear.
If there are any elaborate headdresses in here, you'll eat your
that's about the
haberdasher.
Homestuck game. Okay.
But of course there's only plain and serviceable backup hat, which naturally conceals 2 licorice Scotty dogs, which makes you think that maybe you're wearing your backup hat. This is your usual one? Hell if you know. They are the same damn hat.
6. Hide inside your war chest. Back to letting the audience control the plot. Then
you cannot hide properly inside
happening.
the chest because you cannot close it while you are inside. Instead, you momentarily pretend it is a really cool automobile that commands the fear and respect of larcenous adversaries everywhere. Beep, beep, beep. All aboard the idiot wagon.
Slicks. Start up the Crosby top.
The Crosby top.
Oh, it's a Bing Crosby laptop. The Crosby top. We
Yes.
had the Cosby top and the Crosby top. That's fucking great.
Is that what this thing is? You've had it for some time and don't quite remember how you got it. You never knew the identity of this pipe smoking creature. Perhaps it could be the same species as the character you just saw under the rug. But you know that this is impossible because this one does not feature the same bizarre furred lip. They are probably different species within the same genus.
Mm-hmm. God, fucking scientists analyzing dinosaurs be like. Want to hear a really fun thing about dinosaur studies? So there's been pointed out that because fossils don't leave fat or muscle tissue, that our idea of what dinosaurs look like could be incredibly inaccurate, because a dinosaur could be way fatter than we thought it was, and we would never know. This has led to a new field where rather than just designing it based off the skeleton, we try and find living creatures that have similar looking skeletons for an idea of what the fat distribution may be like.
I know where this is going.
Yeah, I think I've told you this one, I've just never said it on stream. What they've discovered is the plesiosaur, you know, the Loch Ness monster, its skeleton is near identical to that of a penguin. A penguin just doesn't look like the way we imagine a plesiosaur because it's mostly fat around the neck. And that led to the realization of, oh my god, plesiosaurs probably had fat around the neck and were less like a long-necked, weird, like, sea monster, and more like a giant penguin, basically making them a prehistoric whale equivalent. They were carnivorous penguin whales. And I fucking love the idea of giant penguins in the ancient oceans. Like, can you imagine fucking megalodons hunting giant penguins? And
Noot noot.
I want this information out there because I desperately want more games to include giant penguins when they do dinosaur stuff. It's great. They've also discovered that in all likelihood, dinosaur or T-Rexes probably didn't stand fully upright, but like basically leaned so far forward that their jaw was just above ground level whenever they walked around. Because like analysis of their size, it's believed that they probably wouldn't have had the leg muscles to stand up straight for long. Anyway, Slicks, go to mspaintadventures.com.
As if the fucking intermission wasn't doing enough meandering.
I don't like that thing fucking blinking. The Cosby top.
You don't know why you're wasting time on this website. It is for little children who poop hard in their baby-ass diapers. Also, you don't understand what the hell is going on and who all these characters are. It's a lot of nonsense.
He's not wrong. I do poop hard in my baby-ass diapers. Oh no, here it comes!
Let's delete the time setting on the Crosby top.
Delete the time setting on the Crosby top.
Clock's destroyed. 5 out of 1,000.
That's fucking hilarious. Fucking. Although this creates an interesting thing. So each universe has MS Paint adventures, but the Homestuck people, when they log on to it, they don't see their own adventure. They see Spade Slick's journey. But when Spade Slicks logs on, he sees the Homestuck people. Now that creates a question. What happens if the Homestuck people read the MS Paint adventures at this exact moment, or Spade Slicks reads at the exact moment that someone else is reading theirs? What do they see?
I don't know.
Maybe they see a mysterious third MS Paint adventure story that we never get to see. But wait, sorry. Have you seen the image of a bunch of 3D Sans models captioned "the poop shitters"? I have not. Please send me that to me on Discord or Tumblr. I now I need to see that. Jesus Christ. Which is linked to the Gas Network Discord fucking somewhere on Twitch. I don't know where the fuck Twitch puts it. And on YouTube, it'll be down below. Although, what I have seen is, have you guys seen, Vin and the Diesels? It's a bunch of guys with shaved heads dressed like Vin Diesel with their arms folded. Family, 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 family. Fucking love it. Vin and the Diesels. Anyway, Slick, Take the spade key. I can tell Arm's upset because we're not getting back to the main plot.
I hate this. I mean, I love this. Totally. This is totally, You take the rules card for blackjack. You have possessed this item for as long as you can remember. You do not yet know its significance, though you can hustle up a mean game of blackjack when you need to. He's just inheriting more orange cum with pulp.
That's the thing that's on the wrist of the guys in the future.
Yes, it is.
And that symbol is also, if I recall right, on the wrist of the evil guy that captured Dad. And this guy talks about he doesn't know what a human is, so is he part of their race as well, I wonder? The weird carapist bug people. Could Spade Slick be at some point in the distant future and MS Paint Adventures actually letting you look through time in their universe? Questions.
Is that an actual question, or...?
That's me, like, theorizing.
Okay.
Also, we just hit the 30-minute mark again.
God, that was a fucking waste of an episode!
What do you mean? It was an intermission episode, obviously. We're in the middle of the intermission, so we did intermissions. Which I totally think that's going to be the name of this episode, Intermission. Yeah. I can use words. So at this point, we're so far ahead in Homestuck that I don't have any videos recorded for the week that this is going live. So I don't have anything specific that I can recommend because I don't know exactly what's going to be live. I can assume Papers, Please will be going live on the same day as this because that's nowhere near ending. And very likely, yesterday was Hero Infinite, if you want to go check that out. I don't want to say what the episode was about, because I think I might know what it's going to be about, but I don't know if plans will change. So, just go check out Hero Infinite that went live yesterday. And if you want a series similar to this, I believe Hypnospace Outlaw should still be being uploaded. And that's a series about exploring a 90s era internet.
So if you crave more of that sweet, sweet Dave blog aesthetic, that's the place to go.
Oh, the aesthetic of fucking Hypnospace Outlaws. Immaculately 90s. It's such a hot mess and I love it. I'm also on their fucking Discord pretty regularly, but I'm more of a lurker there because I get nervous on really big servers. But everybody there's great. It's got modding, so I'm wondering, I'm debating if I want to mod the game once I finish playing through it in order to get more content out of it, but we'll wait and see. Apparently somebody modded the entirety of Homestar Runner into Hypnospace Outlaw, which is something. I've never read Homestar Runner, but I've heard a lot of good things about it. Maybe we can read that when we finish Homestuck.
Oh my god, this is like the longest intermission of an intermission.
When we finish Homestuck in the year 2030, we should totally read Homestar Runner afterward. Oh no, I think Homestar Runner is mostly videos, so I guess it wouldn't be reading. Oh no.
Maybe by then it's my wife makes me read Homestuck.
Oh, I hope so. I hope I mean, even if we get married, I'm gonna keep the name of the series as my Jeff Makes Me Read Homestuck.
I hold. Anyway, thank you all for bearing through this intermission with us.
Yeah.
We'll see you next time.
Arm, one day I'm gonna propose to you on stream and you're gonna be very, very cross with me. I hope you know that.
As long as you don't sing or make music.
I used to hear a simple song.
Cut it! Cut the feed!
That
Cut it! He's
was
doing it!
until
No,
you
I'm out.
came along.
I'm out. Goodbye.
Alright, I'll see all you next week. Da-da!